chat, my homies, my friends, my chillers. I got a confession to make. I have not had one stream with that intro music where I have been able to resist the urge to bust a move before I switch to the live screen. I don't know what it is. Am I alone? Is it just me? I'm telling you, that tune is just bumping. I'm just like, the vibes are right. I don't know. But I do know that you're here to chill. I appreciate you being here. So stay frosty. When last we left our hero, we discovered, spoiler alert, I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The Terramorphs. And so, we are at Londinium. And therefore, I brought a minigun. I also upgraded it with a bunch of attachments. Wish me luck. Hopefully it won't be too terribly crazy. It may be fine. Maybe there's nothing. But this is ground zero, where all the big, terrifying Terramorphs attacked. So, what are you doing, big guy? You good? You need to go outside or anything before we get started? You're chilling? Don't be scared. October 1st. What a way to start it. With spooky Terramorph goodness. So wish me luck. Stay frosty. Let's see what it's all about. I know there are people training on the outside in the yard. Talk to me.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Captain Snowbody here. You see Vanguard. You're expecting me.
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there.
Okay.
Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Listen, if I'm 100% honest, I'd rather y'all not come through out there. But can you tell us what we're going to face?
Terramorphs, and plenty of them.
Plenty, you say?
Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs.
Okay.
For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses.
Of course.
It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
You wouldn't even send a rescue
We are
party?
unwanted guests on this planet, and, as a rule, I don't put my people in any more risk than is absolutely necessary. We've got it hard enough out here. So, no, there will be no cavalry sweeping into the rescue.
Loud and clear. That Victus bombed this place, huh? Why would he do that?
The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinium during the tail end of the colony war came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Victus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinium more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
Sure. And I'll take the heaviest ordnance, please.
leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
You can pinpoint the location of these samples all the way from here?
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
Ah, okay.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
I'm with Percival. Let's get this over
No
fast.
argument here. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Alright, give me just a quick second to get rid of the frostbite. I do like to stay frosty, but this is ridiculous. I think I got a little healed paste. I always love that, you know, just rub it on the elbows. Perfect. All better. And these aren't bad things. A master log. I have a feeling it's not going to be worth it, but you know what? My curiosity. I like how it's not stealing. It's like, listen, you can use it, but like, we don't want to see it go, so we're not going to unlock the case. If you can get in there, it's yours. Couldn't be so lucky, could I? Was that the same one? That's the first time that I've ever gotten out and got back in. It was the same one. I feel like the pieces changed though. So what pieces match? All the little ones, huh? I guess that makes sense here. What's up, Roly Poly? Is there a storm coming, buddy? You're okay. I got you, big guy. Just come hang out near me. I got you. Make yourself fun. Here. Why don't we put this right here? I'm sure it'll be here soon. We'll be alright.
If that was locked, there must be something they don't want us to find.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is kind of cool because I can give this to one of my followers, or... Whoa. That was a magic trick. There's always that random thing that's just amazing, just kind of hidden right there. I mean, amazing is probably kind of a tough term, but cool, right? I mean, it's legendary. You got a chance to disarm nearby attackers. It could definitely be cool for one of my peeps just to get some extra stuff, you know? Okay, there's an obsidian dagger, which is kind of cool. And it is strong. Expert. Oh, this one's cursed. Be so lucky. This one's definitely gonna have a single piece of bread in it, or something like that. Like a toothpick. Arc welder. Incendiary modified arc welder. What? Excuse me. Do I even want to burden my carry weight with this? You know what? I just got the leadership upgrade. I know you got room.
Have something for me?
I've seen you randomly wield arc wheels. I don't know if it's your perks or what, but you know what? Maybe this is gonna be like a Christmas present. Do with what you will. How you feeling about our marriage?
You support all of my dreams and aspirations. Who could ask for anything more? If it keeps us close, then I'll gladly say those words every time you ask.
Ah, shucks. You look fragrant. Alright, well, ammo's always good, let's be honest. Especially if they're gonna let us take it and get prepped. Alright. Deep mining spacesuit. Yogurt. My life chunk by chunk. The autobiography. Bro, why do I have frostbite? I mean, I guess we're not super inside. It's inside enough. Jeez, this place is freaking frosty. Hey, let me know if you need any heal paste. She's always prepped. She's probably got a bunch of it. Alright, what are all these little different things? These all different gear I can get? Yeah.
You match our description.
Incredible.
The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The X989 micro gun. Skip shot every 4 shot, fires 2 projectiles at once. Randomly applies a bleed effect to the target. Exterminator plus 30% damage against aliens. Recon laser sight. Tactical grip. Tactical magazine. And high powered. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm sure I could do some reloads and some BS and get whatever amazing roll on it I need to get, but listen, you know what? I appreciate the blessing. Oh! Say what now? It's got so much armor. Automatically use a med pack when hit and health is below 25% every 30 seconds. 75% chance to reduce damage by 50% while standing still. Okay, well, alright. Okay, hold on now. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Alright, that's pretty cool. Tiger Stripe. Oh my goodness. Alright. I did ask for the big guns. I guess they did give me the big guns. I like how it's like, bro, you don't gotta
Don't go
lockpick
into the
these.
city much. Never for long. Too risky.
I hear ya. Well, maybe we'll make it a little safer for you guys out there. Oh, so that was me. I just made a quick moment. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to scare you. It's gonna be alright. The bashing advanced shoddy.
Can't chat right now.
I understand. You nervous? You? Right, can't you? You're okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this ammo real quick. If y'all need any of that, y'all let me know, but obviously I'm gonna try to put it to use if I can. I'm gonna lockpick this, alright? Cool. It's always weird the first time, I swear. It's got to be a little weird, a little strange. I'm sure this is just like the Fallout computers. where there's probably more nuance to this system that I don't know quite yet. But I don't want to waste all my time watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how to be great at it. I'd rather just putz around here and get the job done. Learn as we go. Sarah, my darling, do I have gifts for you? Oh, heck yes.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear? Let me guess. Let's see what you've got.
Might be cool to put her in that for the chance to disarm. Yeah, but you know, better to just have her in something good than something weird. It's cool that they made that this leveled up with me. I was worried this was going to be lesser, but it's in the same category. I think the reason it doesn't have as much armor is because it has all the extra juice on it. And so I can kind of buy that. We'll see if I get murdered though. That armor's been saving my life quite a bit. Why can I access the Star Eagle right now? That's fun. Yeah, I mean, I guess she should have this. You know, I'm gonna wear this. I guess there's no reason for her not to wear my awesome armor. It's like your girlfriend wearing your hoodie, right? There's just something right about it. And because then she loses the chameleon. Boom. And look at that, she gains the chameleon. You love to see it.
No, we done talking already.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What fun. I told you she was gonna walk off if you changed right there. No, I love you being a free spirit, you know? You do you. Nothing else good here. I mean, I don't want to just rob them of all their gear, but I'll definitely take the stuff that's, you know, worth it. The Vanguard cracked me up with this whole, like, they hide things so that you can only get them. Listen, you know what? I can keep it. I love it though. It keeps everybody in their yeah, just the helmet works. Is that not sick? Yeah, alright. Let's check on the rest of these bubbles. Uh-oh, that's gonna be precarious, isn't it? Is that my helmet? Is that supposed to be my helmet? Are you serious? Are you serious, you Looney Tunes? only a Bethesda game. Well, rip immersion.
Tennessee isn't making me a bit jealous.
Let's see, what happens if I... We do too much shenanigans. What happens if I go... Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. Definitely Bethesda game stuff. %10 chance to ignite nearby attackers. 10% damage to scan targets. Minus 15% damage from alien targets. That's pretty slick looking. Alright, I love it.
No way! I am
Yeah.
not going to help.
Yeah, see, that's what we had to be careful of. No way, I'm not gonna help you take on an entire military base. Babe, come on, I thought we had some love here. I thought we were ride or die. You don't want to take on one entire military base together? You just, you know, you can't find the loyal ones anymore, I tell you. So, these are probably guns or something. Right? Like, imagine, like, I would imagine maybe a melee and a weapon of some kind. It's this poor little lady right here, I think, that gets affected by it. But let's see if what we can do for, like...
I can't be
No. What a weird thing, man. What a weird thing. What a weird oversight. Yep. Just no matter which way I do it from. Got the helmet, which is cool. If it's just, I mean, the problem is that they're probably gonna be legendary, right? But I think the only option is to go general. They can move the helmet 2 feet, you know? Maybe it'll move the stuff 2 feet. Did they expect the drawers to open? Like, it has to have just been they were supposed to spawn on top. Something happened in their update. Now they don't spawn on top anymore. So silly. So silly, so silly. That's alright, this is the fun you get to see whenever you watch it live, you know? You get to be like, I remember that moment. It's a bunch of cool gear for sure, but you remember when it was stuck on the drawers? Lolo, 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 lolo. What even got there? Can I? Okay, so definitely some sort of rifle. Come on, can I go prone? Don't really want to spend all of my gaming time messing around with these silly little items. Even though I'm sure they're good. I guess this is the sacrifice I have to make with these two weapons. However good they were. For whatever reason. They're not coming along on the path. I don't know if it's a sacrifice to make us stronger later. I can't tell you.
Word of advice while you're out there. Don't trust what the voices tell you.
I'll tell you what, listen. If you get those items, you gotta replace that pea shooter. I understand. Stay safe out there, okay?
Give him one for me, alright?
Alright. Let's do this. There we got what we need. I'm gonna need some golden terramorph toenail clipper. Hoorah.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Wait, are you nervous?
Yeah, just pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be. But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
Oh, we doing this thing. I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now.
You
Copy
ready?
that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Let's do this.
So loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
I like how she's like, listen, I'll go first in. I'm not scared.
Transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Commander Morgan here. Alright, y'all. I guess I get to do the honors. Salute.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we headed?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
I don't suppose y'all are gonna be friendly. Let's just get to it.
These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the more controlling them.
Yep. Can always use more membranes for my shakes. Don't mess with my lady, lad. It's good eating. You just gotta know where to cut, you know?
No sign of the north, though.
Like they wanted to be
Shipping
for
yard's
the
just
control.
beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser,
Yes.
close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Oh, hell yeah. They're like, listen, bro, you're doing great with the minigun. You just pick up whatever you would need. These guys, I appreciate it. Sharing is caring. If y'all need these guns, y'all let me know. I'm doing okay. Got something fun, hopefully. Well, what can you do? Got a little bit of ammo, I'll take that. Here it comes, y'all. Churn and burn, baby. Churn and burn. Uh-oh, there's more in there. Ooh. Cloaked, huh? Well, that cloak's not gonna save you from me. Oh, sorry, homie. Alright. You want to get up close and personal.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Everybody okay? You good, sir? Whew, you wanted to get in there because I gave you those bashing weapons. I knew. I think that armor probably saved my life, didn't it? I love to put something new to use. Okay, what do we got going on here? Alright, well, that's something. Well, I shouldn't run with the sword, but you know. Never know when one of these suckers might jump out of these things. Alright, you alright there, Big Bunny? Sorry for clipping you a little bit. At least it does more damage to aliens, huh? Wouldn't have done quite as much damage to him. Alright, no more cloaked ones for now. The shattered shock break through even the strongest armor. Alright.
Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Alright, let's do it. Everybody got all their fingers and toes? Alright, Kaiser, my boy.
Samples secured.
blasted when the port did.
Steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you...
Spooky.
That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Alright, to the sewers, great.
Unlocked. We may proceed.
Oh, you have the codes to it, great. Yeah, no. Yeah, love being used. Doesn't everyone just love being used? You don't know how you have access, great, fantastic. Good gracious, at least they get a juicy minigun. I guess we're clearing this whole place out for somebody. Better be some answers waiting at the end of these adventures. Of course, then again, I probably know who it is. But what is he doing?
Kaiser, this Flora,
Lovely. Isn't it?
Confirmed.
you know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells.
Way over there.
Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
This stuff is kind of interesting. Well, if the only one's way over there, we can move a little swifter.
You tap.
Something like this.
What's keeping you things warm?
Taking damage.
Don't you let these things run past? I realize they're not terramorphs, but like they ain't good things. Get your systems, freaking bite your toes. The nutrients, but I'll just talk about that part. Over encumbered, huh?
Well, well. Back for more, eh? I'd be happy to carry a few things for you.
Alright, Sarah, now you're just showing off.
Bye, love.
Adios, mi amor.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only.
What's happening? Captain, have you seen this? Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
What? No. It can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terramorphs.
You just saw that, right? you would tell me if I was losing my mind. That
I knew I hated those little things.
became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs.
Good.
The Asylees we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
It's okay, that's why we're gonna have to use the airborne thing. But what we just witnessed, that can't be how all terramorphs are born, right?
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
This is probably a good time to ask, because literally this is your field of expertise. I realize this seems like a stupid question, but what the hell is a heat leech?
What are heat leeches? They're one of the most successful pests in the known universe. Tough as titanium, they sneak onto plants by hiding in ship engines, build nests on anything that puts out warmth, animate or otherwise, and make more leeches. But I guess what they're actually doing with all that energy they've been siphoning is fueling one hell of a transformation. Which explains how something as big as a terramorph has been spreading between worlds with no one noticing. Until now.
This feels like a pretty major discovery.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Oh, jeez. I mean, of course they did. There's no way it was... I mean, given what we witnessed, it's certainly possible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
Yeah.
We may proceed.
Alright, let's do it.
There are others that have power out there somewhere.
Initiating terrain.
Oh, it's just a baby. It's just a baby. Sorry, little Terramore baby. But like, we can't let you, grow up and
Geyser's got the cell data from the Chalcedon attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match.
Wait, did we just give somebody everything they need to do this?
Certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
Oh, they already knew this. Okay, good.
No way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
True.
Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I want to hear it from you.
I think someone figured out how to use the Lazarus plant to trigger terramorph attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
I think you're right. But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
I thought the timings of those Terramorphs showing up was
They
suspicious.
certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Trust me, those guys are the worst. I've got some ideas, but it's far from responsible to just start hurling accusations.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're
True.
gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Give me just a second, y'all. Put a little heel paste on. A little bit of this between my toes. Ah, it feels so good. Ooh, it's so warming. Ooh. How you doing, Ghost? You're just loving that new helmet tech. Guess that's the upgrade, huh? She's so funny. So powerful. Do you not have the codes for this?
To provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Xenowurst! I love Xenowurst. It's delicious. David Copperfield.
And there's the control panel. Still look.
Hold on. I gotta do what I gotta do. sons of biscuits. Hey, level 77. That's exciting. Combat, I still need to get quite a bit more melee. I could get spacesuit design upgraded. Could do robotics. Could do intimidation. I don't think it's gonna affect my XP. Oh, but if I do gymnastics, I get the slide. How much do I really need the slide? One more point to get to the next level. You can research and construct superior outpost modules. I want that so bad, but my instincts are telling me nutrition. I mean, that's got to be so much better, right? But for some reason, that's what I'm feeling. Ah, you son of a biscuit. Why not boost the XP gain? So the oxygen started at 10%, or plus 10. Then it became plus 11, and now from this next point it became plus 12, which is cool, but like, why not boost the XP gain? 3%, 4%, and then eventually being 5%. It'd be sick, it'd be awesome. It'd be wonderful. That's alright though.
Control system reboot required. Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored. Back in business. Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senna, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them in the defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available. An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We
I lifted your command.
He destroyed this
Unbelievable.
place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
It does kind of seem like his kind of play, doesn't it?
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
Hmm.
He saw it too.
I mean, let's be honest. It seems like he was someone who thought keeping the secret would save lives. So we really get to the root of what seemed like it happened. But that's a pretty messed up way to look at it. Let's just say cold-blooded murder. It's what she wants to hear. And it's not completely wrong.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Gotta be him using it. Listen, we should get moving. We got work to do.
Right. Settled systems are counting on us.
Well, hello, sunshine.
I just need to look
I'll
into
only
those
carry
beautiful
good stuff. Just kidding.
invisible eyes ears.
See you soon, love.
Kaiser, try it now.
Kind of tingles.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Roger that.
Eyes peeled.
What do you mean? They all move. It's a bunch of terramorphs. It's right there. En route. Freaking frostbite. The reason I'm getting all this is probably because this armor doesn't have a lot of good protection towards it. But also I don't have those skills leveled up. Of course. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. I'll float on again. Bro, Kaiser just wants to get shot by most, right? Sweetie? Darling? This is not one you melee, my sweet. Okay. Okay. Alright.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done. Bro! They're not coming after us.
Oh.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Nice. Nicely done. Good teamwork, darling. I guess these aren't really scannable because they're not the mission ones.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Superman fly over there. Who we discussing our findings with? Fair enough.
Didn't get eaten, huh? Good for you.
Thanks. You know, call me a strange one, but not getting eaten is usually my preference.
I will never get used to seeing you do that.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Nearly cost a couple of fingers and toes, but yes, we got them.
Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Bay Victus knew about this damn plan?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Plenty of suspects, that's for sure.
That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime. New Atlantis.
I know just where to go. Oh, I've already got some ideas who could have been involved.
Perfect. Once you've finished your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
You're not kidding. Oh, jeez. What am I getting myself into? UC minings are very, very, very complicated. I have a bounty? Yeah, that's not good. I mean, it is what it is. I talked to my lady and she's not mad at me, so that's good. Must have been when I shot my boy a little bit there. Or when I did one of the gravity things, but I thought I got off of that, but that's okay. First bounty.
Did you know I used to have an office near the top of Mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
No way. Listen, you're awesome, Sarah. You're doing better, not worse. Get out of here. You starting to get jealous of my achievements at the UC? They're your achievements too, you goof. This was part of being in a partnership.
Be scanned as you enter the city. Please just
Security scanners, chemical sniffers.
Oh yeah, I remember, bro.
United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
I got a bounty. You the guy I talked to?
No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy
Do you
your
have a bounty?
visit. Looks like you've got some fines to clear up.
Yeah.
Smart move. Now come along with us. We'll take any contraband and stolen property and you'll be free to go.
350 credits removed. Alright, cool. Weird. Hypothermia. Place really messed me up. Hey, Sergeant Yumi. Yeah, I don't want to do those things right now, but good to see you again. Got a quest with you later. At least now I know where to go. I only said 350 credits removed, so I'm gonna assume that's it.
Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel
Thank
are
you.
good people.
I'll talk to
And
him soon,
Sergeant
guys.
Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
I know, guys. We'll talk to Yumi. Listen, come here. Look at me. We got a mission to do, okay? We'll talk to Yumi. We'll see what's going on. Don't worry about it. You crazies.
Ah, I've always liked that statue.
As long as I got all that good stuff, I'm still good.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent. I've flown across most of the solar systems of all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on them.
Is that the elevator down? Yeah, I was gonna say, the elevator down here works too, doesn't it? Perfect. Hey, Victor! The only problem is just like, you know that this is gonna be part of his plan. Me being like, listen, we're taking you in.
I've lived
Probably
in
gonna backfire.
Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
I know, darling, I know, but they're not gonna let you get back. Yeah, you gotta get over there. This might... Don't get us in a firefight here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you
Bet you
find
did.
what you were looking for?
Oh, we found what we were looking for. Oh, I don't know. Well, is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londonian? Don't play dumb. We know you were behind the attacks on New Atlantis and Tau Ceti.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? Was that all?
Should aimed better when you bombed Londonian. We found evidence. They're tying you to the attacks.
That's quite the claim, Captain. I hate to think what would happen if such a patently untrue statement reached the ears of the cabinet. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
No lies. Confess, or I turn over what I found.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing.
You son of a bitch.
Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
And of course. Associate, who have you been working
All
with?
in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
To work on something that long. This seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You didn't even trust your own people in the UC.
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time.
You said it took you years to use the plant outside Londinian. Killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? legacy. My daughter's legacy.
Your clone.
No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter. She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall.
Of course you did.
What luck he was stopped
When he
dead
killed
before
himself,
he
I knew
could hurt
that.
anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero.
And that's where you're wrong. Ain't nothing unlikely about it. People know that I love this cringe beat and I play that jazz like it's a melody. How could you have coordinated all this from in here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient.
Good
Dropped off at
gracious.
just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
Genius. So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor. You're sick, man.
There are no heroes without a villain.
Oh, you're actually
I
sick.
simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago.
I'm so
I
shocked.
went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success.
I see.
And look at the results. I know for a fact the cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done.
Well, isn't that
Isn't
nice?
that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard?
I don't know if you know
With
this.
hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
I've already got an awesome home. My parents live in the city. I got this really cool company called Space Chillin. We're like real profitable. Yeah, things are good. Things are good. I don't know what intel you got. Must be old. Guys, if you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual end game. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine.
I bet you
I've
are.
already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You got sign roll? Give me just a second, y'all. Let me take my pup out. I'll be right back. Back to the fun with this rascal, revealing that it was him the whole time. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this talk, because once I tell the cabinet, it'll probably be your last.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Thank you.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
What's cooking?
Any
Good looking?
troubles you need? All right, let's go.
I'd love to tell you, darling. Hopefully after this is all over. With great power comes great responsibility. And secrets, I guess. I'm nervous this is not going to work out well for either Hadrian or I. But...
Still don't understand
Perfect timing.
how you can harness
just
that
got
type
in.
of power.
So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Good.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Good.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough.
Exactly.
I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed.
Good.
So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Technically, I am under oath not to tell. So I've got to save. I'm gonna say I'm still gathering some intel. Let me get back in. Oh, we'll be here? Oh, no, okay. So this is where I choose. It was Victus. I managed to get him to confess. This is about to open up a can of worms. Well, sometimes you gotta choose
Well, you're
between
not
an
done,
oath
right?
and doing the right thing, right? It was Victus.
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust for about 20 years.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke. Right?
And if I said I wasn't?
If you said my father was still alive and using terramorphs as weapons, I might think it's time for a psych eval. So we just misheard you, right?
No, he's alive. The UC had him this whole time. He orchestrated the attacks from his cell.
No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
Look. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. But it's the truth.
That's quite the revelation.
Certainly putting it mildly.
Alive. Victus is alive? How did you find him?
He actually contacted me. He's the reason we found Kaiser.
Wait. You knew he was alive and didn't tell us?
Good, no sworn secrecy. But this felt too important.
You were sworn to... You swore. You were just Doing your duty, weren't you? Yeah, I guess I, of all people, should know what a burden that can be. Doesn't mean I'm not mad. But I guess you letting us know late is preferable to never. Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal with him.
He hasn't leave out his involvement. What do you think the cabinet will do with him?
I honestly don't know. If it were me, I'd make damn sure he never spoke to another human being again. But I may be a bit less than impartial. But for the wanton murder of civilians, I doubt anything's off the table.
And that's the part that makes it where, like, I can't just let this guy get away with it. Like, he's like, yeah, I'll just attack people in the middle of a city to prove my point. I'm cool with that. I get the overall objective, but if he really is really all about all that overall objective, he has to know this is how that story ends. The victims can't be allowed to get away with this.
Exactly. The people he harmed deserve justice. But now I guess we've got our answer. Nothing left to do but put it all in front of the cabinet. Any last things we needed to discuss? This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with the Terramorphs are you leaning toward?
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
Good.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
So both approaches to clearing out world are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
She wants to see dinosaurs come back. I mean, me too, but I just don't think it's the best way.
And the Aseles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
They just slurp them up. No. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back Achilles?
Aseles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal.
But what about people
Using them to
poaching
clean
them?
up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aseles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about Vivictus? Oh, I already talked to you. Well, I guess, you know.
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Ah, I see. Interesting. That is very interesting. Nothing else on my end. Let's head in there.
And here we go.
Hey, you okay? Listen, I know. It's a big secret, okay?
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter. Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special.
I feel lighter. Good. Thank you. Thank you for not holding that against me. I guess it makes sense. She served.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Is that second report from who I think it is?
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
Yes, but don't worry, we found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Vivictus organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of
I
course, be
understand.
launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
Good,
I'll
y'all
issue
taking
the
it
order
from here.
immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vivictus sooner.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Can you ensure he has no more outside contacts? Use UC functionaries to get his messages out.
That's truly disconcerting to hear.
And that's
Cutting
why
off
I asked him
Vivictus's
about
contact
it.
with the outside world is likely to be
Let
just the
him
beginning of
monologue.
his punishment.
What's going to happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
Well, listen. Listen, I know that this is a savage thing to say, but this guy's like just sending terramorph attacks on innocent people for no reason. See, this is one of those things where it's tough because you don't want to be the executioner. Sometimes the execution is warranted, but to desire to be the executioner can be bad. But like, you gotta weigh in. Like, if they don't, and he does more damage, just because you didn't say what needed to be done, you know? I get that he was a snitch, and he was snitching all on his old war buddies. But he's a super genius. He's a super criminal.
I do not appreciate information being withheld.
Good. The world would be better without Vivek to Senate.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
What sort of measures will UC be taking to protect the Lazarus plant?
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
So, it's probably good to get the other factions involved. But, by getting the other factions involved, this is a really, really freaking dangerous thing. And we're opening it up to more people at that point. Wiping it out would be great, but I bet we can't wipe out all of it. So I would at least rather them start the process of securing and give them the opportunity to do it right. Because so far, other than him using it, it's been going all right. They didn't even know they needed to secure it. So, agree, that's the right call, ma'am.
I'm glad you think so. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
If it was today, I would be very, very wary of using a microbe. But if we're really saying this is the future, and they're really saying this is solved science, this is the route you would have to take. We don't have time to grow a population, deploy them, and spread them. Like, there could be a plan that he has in motion to start these tomorrow that just undoes a huge wave of them, you know? You have to do the microbe.
These are topics of
Glad
the
to see
utmost
someone's not
importance.
afraid of a little
Take your
applied
time.
genetics.
Hey, I
The
took the class in
science
college.
division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it off.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project than ours.
Order, please. And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Thanks.
The matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As
Do I get a
befits
t-shirt?
such a group, the cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Let's go.
Class 1? For the 3 of us?
I'm glad we got Percival in here. I was worried about
What he
Percival.
means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
It's an absolute pleasure to serve, Mum. Class 1 citizen.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh?
Hey, yeah, right?
Spending these moments close to you makes everything I've gone through worthwhile.
That's why I brought you along. I know you didn't like it here, but listen, we got a heart of service. We serve.
If it keeps us close, then I'll gladly say those words every time you ask.
He's looking at you, kid. Alright. Fun. My boy Percival got taken care of. I was worried about him. He did get reinstated.
I see you wearing that narrow amp. Don't try any of that mind control voodoo on me, pal.
Ooh. I do need to manipulate 25 people. I'll wait until I get into combat, maybe, if I can. Might have to just have random people do random things. But you can only manipulate every person once, so you don't want to waste it. I hate when video games do that. You can only do something once, like pickpocket someone once, or like loot, manipulate once. Like you have to put. I'm gonna go collect the yeah.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. Never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you. Can you tell me about what a Class 1 citizen is?
It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation. Only ever met a couple myself, and certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
I am. Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All useful goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Okay. 12,000 credits, not too bad. Where is this realty office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
Aphelion, okay. Glad to see the UC give credit where credit is due.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment.
Sounds
there
good.
are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Wait, what? New alien threats? That sounds kind of sick. Oh, I have to pick this one. Come on, like this is perfect. You know what? I've done my duty, Commander. I think I'm gonna take some time off from aliens, and then I'm gonna come back to Percival for sure.
Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Roger that.
Hello.
Did you really wait out here? You're crazy. Come here. Come on. Let's go check out this penthouse.
Ready to make a deal. Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
Good gracious.
It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
I'm interested.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Haha, thank you. It's got a guest room. Maybe we should move my parents in there, you know? Maybe. After a while. Gotta be at least just the two of us for a bit, right? Let's go check this place out. The residential district. I don't think I've gone to the residential district too much. Mercury Towers. Look at this. Alright, come here. Where are you at? Come here. Come here. Get over here. Alright, you ready? Yep.
I'm here for you, my love. I'll be counting the minutes to our next chat.
It's not the greatest picture in the world, but that's okay. Had to get something fun. Something fun to commiserate all the hard work. Now let's check this place out. Like entryway. I guess at least there's a fire extinguisher, right? Ooh, this is nice. No furniture. Kind of expected that though. Probably turn the water on Monday. Okay, okay. We have a bidet. Wait a sec. Ooh, whoa, wee. I mean, that's kind of in the way, but it's also kind of beautiful. I love the architecture. Get to see everybody on the outside farms too. Oh, you get to see the spaceport. I can see my ship from here? No, get out of here. Oh, I can see my baby. Oh, listen, this is kind of crazy. Listen, what's mine is yours, right? I like that look you're giving me. We're in this together, you know? Oh, look at this thing. I've always wanted one of those shower heads. Those things are supposed to be ridiculous. Yeah, isn't her sink? Told you. Told you. Ooh, nice. The 2-in-1. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at this. Oh, is that a freaking... Oh, geez, you would know the designer. You know who that is? Yeah, right? I need, like, this room. This is gonna be your office, isn't it? Well, I liked the room, but it's probably taken now. That's okay. Kitchen's nice. Fridge. Oh, here we go. Now that's a pantry. Awesome. Yeah, we gotta get some shelves and stuff in here. Listen, that's gonna be full of snacks, okay? I'm sorry. If you get the office, I'm getting snacks. Ooh, I guess this will be me. Hey, pretty pictures! A little smaller, but I kind of like it. I like being able to look out. Speaking of which, let's check out this balcony. Oh, yeah. Gotta get some chairs out here. Bet she's just gonna look gorgeous watching the sunrise up here. Gorgeous, dirty side of a building. Well, at least we got 2 balconies, right? First world problems. Yes. Hey, you stay there. Don't. No, you're fine. You're fine. Smell that nice fresh air. What a wild ride it's been, huh? What a wild ride.
If something's on your mind, you can tell me. Don't stay away too long.
You know what? Thank you for going on this adventure with me. But it's probably time we do the constellation stuff, isn't it? Let's go talk to Walt. I'm worried about these artifacts. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sarah. I'm worried about them. You're right. We take risks. We explore. That's what we do. It really is gorgeous out here. There's even an escape ladder if there's a fire or something. Pretty cool. Alright. You've convinced me. Let's do it. Let's go say hi to the old folks real quick, see if they have anything fun to say. I've been sending them mad credits and I haven't even come by for meatloaf lately, you know? We haven't even had a cookout or anything fun lately.
I missed you so much, darling.
Good to see you.
The money you sent home? Well, it means a lot. To both of us. Stay as long as you like.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, yeah, go say hi to him first. No, it's fine. Say hello. Catch up. I'll be at the elevator. And we'll get back to it. You good? Did they make you? Listen, she's gonna try to embarrass you. You have to expect it. You know where we're going with Walter, don't you? I know you hate neon. Why don't you get some cool furniture for the house, you know? Get things set up, get things the penthouse cool, get everything awesome, and maybe and I'll take care of this one, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Heat leeches can turn into what? I don't
Understood.
Well, there's the briefing, huh? What'd you think about that?
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
No, hey, listen, I understand. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. Get back to it. Gosh, I'm glad we went with the micro. Alright. I know. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? Don't be mad.
I'm all for getting a little wild, but next time, let's try it without the jetpacks.
My apologies. Gotta get that XP buff. Since she's my wife. 15% XP buff. Love to see it. I think you just have to be in a serious relationship. I don't think you have to actually be married.
I've already packed my bag for Cora and Mom's big vacation sleepover. Coming soon.
Excellent.
You have my
Jaja.
attention.
Excellent, excellent.
What did you need?
You ready to head back out?
I look forward to it.
Good luck, Andreja. If the concept of luck is something that you believe in, of course.
Luck will not be necessary, but thank you just the same.
I'm here for you, my love.
Let me know what you do with the place. I know you got the touch. You'll make it awesome.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes.
Whetstone? Say less. Jaja, I don't want you to think that I don't know what you do on the ship. Taking care of us, keeping things secure, hanging out with Cora, fixing things with Sam. You're an honored part of this crew, you know?
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're
Listen.
like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down.
Oh, no, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Reservation for one, ma'am? Yes, the Whetstone, of course. Come on in. What do you want? Steak?
Well, welcome to Whetstone. Why wouldn't you?
Baguette, some Chardonnay, some Cabernet, and orange. Ooh, there it is, the strip. I'll take one. You take one. Get a cocktail. And just in case, you know, you don't want to get beef. I want fish. Nah, nobody come. Listen, the rack of ribs is delicious, the deep is delicious, but people come here for the strip, you know? You ready?
Hello. I have never been one to shy away from shouldering my share of a heavy load.
Oh, is that your way of saying you'll take all three? All right. Hey, listen, you know? No, hey, go for it. Here, you want this mini slurp? No, I know that's not what you were going for. I'm just saying, you know. So we got... Ah, they're all the T's for this. Perfect. Here's one of these, one of these, one of these, a couple of these, and one of those, just in case you don't want something alcoholic. You mean a lot to this crew.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to eat it all right now, you know? It's space food. It stays warm forever. I forgot, they call it love bombing nowadays. Can't just freaking love the homies anymore. It's some sort of an offense or something. That's alright. We still love Indrasia nonetheless. What am I doing on inventory weight? Perfect inventory weight. Need to be sprinting. Hope you're ready for some cardio after that meal. I mean, I wouldn't be a good leader if I didn't help push us just a little, right? Yeah, getting that sun, you love to see it. She ain't quite like Sarah, but that's okay. You alright? Don't puke. Sorry about that. You drank all three of the cocktails, didn't you? You're positively glowing. Can you? Your hands feel? We're good. Hey, it's all good. You did wonderful.
It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
I know, right? Pretty crazy. Anyways.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Listen, I hear you. Alright, Walter. Walterino. Monsieur Walter. I guess I'm not getting the outfit back that I gave Sarah for now. Girlfriend's always stealing your hoodie, you know? Always stealing your hoodie. Just always stealing your hoodie. You know what? It's okay. So here's what I think we're gonna do. This is the best way to do it. We're doing this. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna shut this stream down. Ending screen. Rage on over to somebody if someone's streaming. I have work tomorrow, so I can't have like a ridiculously super long stream. And my rule is usually never to do 2 streams in one day or one night. But I think we do this. I think we shut this stream down. It was fun, it was cool, it was the United Vanguard, that way I've got the nice clean cut for YouTube. Take a break, give Roland a belly rub, let y'all chill, go check in with your homies. And then I think we gotta get back to the main storyline. My brother's been asking me to get through it so that we can talk about cool stuff. It's been a really productive day, a really productive week last week. I've got a lot to do this week, but I'm in a really good position for it. The stars are aligned, I think. So let's do it. Thank you for chilling. Keep an eye on your notifications if you're watching this live. You'll see when I come back again. Thank you for being here. And I'll try not to take too long to come back and get into the craziness, because I'm sure many of y'all know by now, and you may not. Listen, you may not, but this game gets pretty crazy, apparently, when you follow the main story and you start unlocking some of the ridiculousness. So y'all wish me luck. Stay frosty.